This is cooking with got out. Take a hunk of $1 bread from Walmart. Split that open. There we go, perfect. Next ingredient needs to be yellow mustard. The cheaper the better. This is kind of fancy, $3. Got to be yellow mustard. Take that, fold it up. Okay, mustard sandwich. That's good. Needs more mustard. There we go. For more nomad cooking tips, subscribe to the Got Out channel. He's a good dog. I'm so glad you're laying on that, buddy. I like it so much. Yeah, take advantage of the softness. It's cushy for you. Such a good dog. Guys, my leak is not leaking anymore. I took a shower and I've been checking it for the last couple days and not a single drop. Yeah, I'm so excited. It's basically like a permanent fix. You know, assuming that the axle doesn't bump into the tank anymore. It's been a while since I've taken Mr. Echo out, so today we're gonna do a little hike out here. Yeah, this is the desolate desert. It's funny, a lot of you guys have been saying that this is boring, or like, move on, go to someplace more interesting. You know, it's something for everybody. This place I really dig. Now here's something. Oh, it's just a marker down here. But I like quartzsite. The cool thing is you can just hike out here for miles. And it's something that the dogs and I like to do. We have been here for a long time, a few months. And you can see we've been doing like lots of work on the trailer, on the truck, getting all that stuff squared away. I think it's pretty common for nomads to find a place to kind of hunker down and get things taken care of. I got this new device from Random Spirit, sent us this. Here, Echo. Echo, yes. Yes. Oh, yes. It's kind of cool. So it's designed so you can save the water. Echo, yes. Echo, yes. See, like there's a little bit left in there. So you just kind of go like this, and then you hold the valve open and it goes back in. So it saves all of his saliva. Echo's pretty messy when he drinks. And then you close it up. So I'm kind of testing it for leaks right now because I do carry a little bit of camera equipment in my pack. And so the main concern is like something leaking. It's true. It's just cactus out here. A lot of rocks. Basically plants that look dead. Haven't had much rain. Like basically one day of rain. And there's not really even that many animals out here. Everything's hibernating underground. The birds have all left. They're kind of just now starting to come back. I saw my first vulture today. Even the vultures head south. The crows and the doves and the quail are starting to come back.
But yeah, compared to a lot of the places we camp, there's not really much to see. Honestly though, you just have to look a little bit closer. In some ways, when I'm in the desert, I see more life as far as like animals than I do when I'm up in the Northwest in the woods. There's tons of reptiles, of course, lizards. Everywhere you'll see lizards out here. Snakes, and then tons of insects, all kinds of different insects. Yeah, Echo, let's go this way. Come on, Echo, let's go. Echo, go, go, go. Giddy up, yeah, yeah. There he is. Good boy. And out here the shade is your friend. We're lucky because we have trees. He's a good dog. Look at you. You like hiking. So let's test how quick it is to deploy this device that we got, this new water drinking device. Echo, yes. Echo. See, he's got this button right here, and then it just holds the water in there. Oh yeah, there we go. I mean, it didn't take him long to realize that's where the water goes. And then here's the real trick. You just kind of tilt it back and squeeze the button in. And the water goes right back down into the bottle. There's a little bit that's left there, like you can see a little bit of residue. See a little bit of water that kind of sits on that lip. So I think the best technique, well, it's kind of hard to do with one hand, there we go, is you got to close it and then shake that water off. Because I don't really want that in my pack. Let's go through the wash here. I am trying to keep more of an eye out for rattlers. This is kind of the sketchy part of hiking out here. What you have is these washes, and they're full of bushes, little crevices. Echo, come on, let's go. If you guys have seen my videos in the past, Mr. Echo and Dodger found the biggest rattlesnake that I've ever seen in the wild. And, you know, they had a good reaction to it as far as like jumping back. They jumped out of the way. And they kept their distance. You know, I mean, it was rattling up crazy, like super crazy. Super loud. So I feel like at least if a rattler makes that noise, then their instinct kicks in and the dogs should back away. But I'll tell you, it's a sketchy proposition, like bringing dogs out into a place like this. There's a lot of glistening rocks out here. I keep wanting to stop to check them out. There's so many. But yeah, it's a risky proposition bringing the dogs out just into the desert. So I have thought about, you know, they got the rattlesnake vaccine. But when I talked to the vet, she said it might work, it might help, it might not. But either way, when your dog gets bit, you got to bring him to the vet anyways, is what she said. So they don't have the rattlesnake vaccine. Just I always start thinking about this time of year. The freaking snakes. And luckily, like Echo, he's not even that interested in lizards. And so what I try to do is whenever they show any interest in any reptile at all, whether it's like a harmless snake, especially harmless snakes. I love it when we come around harmless snakes because I know they won't get hurt. And if they show interest, then I scold them. You know, basically I just yell at them. I say, get out of there, get away. And I do that with lizards. Whenever we see lizards that they show any bit of interest in them, then I scold them. Basically, they're not allowed to come into contact with any reptiles. So when we get out into a place like this where you have poisonous snakes, then hopefully that thought process that I've instilled in them will, you know, kick in. Come on, Echo. Come on. This is the Ocotillo cactus. Or is it a succulent? Now this is stupid. I just picked up a dead branch. And those are strong spikes too. They're not just sharp, they're very sturdy. It's like nature's club. This will get leaves on it and then red or orange blossoms. There's some buds starting on this one here. Echo, should we go back to camp? Right up here, we got some Ocotillo in bloom. It looks like full bloom. Probably the rain that we had a few days ago helped kick it off a little bit. Gotta be careful not to step on any of the dead ones. Yeah, they're just starting to open up. They'll probably open up today or tomorrow. It's funny because Mr. Echo is tired. We didn't hike too far. I mean, we've probably gone a mile so far. And he just starts trotting slower behind me. I mean, he's happy. Just when it's hot like this, he's learned. And he used to not know about endurance. Like, oh yeah, we've gone we got to the halfway point, I still got to go all the way back. And it was funny because Dodger knew all about that. So even as he was getting older, he knew like, oh yeah, we're only halfway. I got to save up my energy to get the rest of the way back. So we'd be doing the same hike and Echo would be tired halfway through because he is like kind of running around all over the place and expending his energy in sort of a inefficient way. And then when it's time to turn around and head back to camp, he's like, oh, I'm tired. And Dodger's like ready to go. Ooh, something shiny. Let's see, it was just this. Try and get that glare on camera. So these things will sparkle at you and you'll think, oh, maybe that's a crystal. So you got to check it out just to make sure. A lot of like weird shaped rocks. That one's almost a circle, perfect circle. But as we get back to camp, I picked up some packages the other day from, I'm pretty sure they're from you guys, from the subscribers. Sent us some stuff. So I'm kind of excited to see what we got. in there. Hopefully it's something we can use. It usually is. A lot of times you guys are sending dog treats to the dogs, and I eat them sometimes too, but he's got like a little stripe in there. But I mean, we're getting so many dog treats, and it's so awesome because we're about to hit the road for a few months to, you know, who knows where, and I'm not going to do much picking up of my packages along the way. So hopefully you guys are getting a supplied on the dog treat stash. Got so many treats. Got rawhides, those like chewy things, those greenies, like pork rind chews. I think somebody sent, I peeked in one of the packages and it looks like somebody sent yam dog treats. They're like slices of potatoes. Those actually I do eat. Those are actually pretty good. I mean, I don't eat them, but you can eat them. They actually taste really good. Because it's literally just a dried potato. And those are awesome for Dodger. Because his chewing ability is not nearly what it used to be. So I don't give him rawhides anymore. He can chew those greenies though. He's a good chewer. If he gets something that is chewable, he'll bite it into small pieces before he swallows it down. Except for one time. Here's a dead saguaro. Those are some good ribs too. Like people use those ribs for arts and crafts. Make a walking stick. Someone stuck a quartz rock down there. But that, like, I just feel like that is full of snakes. You know, there's probably one rattler in there. There's got to be. And Echo's already taken off. No, he's right here. Okay, this is, we're kind of in a, like a little divot in the wash where I can tell a fair amount of water comes through here just because there's a lot of plants and you saw that dead saguaro, so there's saguaros growing in here. But this is the tallest ocotillo I've found. I don't know about ever, but possibly. How tall is that? I mean, if I'm 5'8" to right here, oh, it's tall. It's over 12 feet. I mean, that's probably 15 feet. That's a big one. Yeah, I know you want a treat. You deserve a treat. Dodger's been waiting patiently too. These I picked up a few days ago from Tim Reynolds. See, I wrote Tim's name on here so I don't forget. He's hot. He's like trying to stand over there in the shade. Echo. Echo absolutely loves these. So thanks, Tim. Dodger used to love these too. It's really sad, but he can't have them anymore. The thing is, he can't chew them. The cool thing is, like, there's some in here that are really pretty thin and some that are really thick and beefy. And so I used to be able to give give the small ones to Dodger. Yes. Yes. Okay, go lay down. Then I have him, Echo, go lay down. Go to your bed. I always make sure he eats those on his bed. He's not doing it right now just because he just went on a hike, so he's sitting in the shade on the ground. Because you guys have seen it in my videos before, like if they drop a treat on the ground, especially something like this that they've been chewing on forever, then it just gets covered in gravel. So he's learned on his bed, the treats stay nicer. Dodger, I pretty much just have to hold it here till he's done chewing it. We got these, a whole bag of these. These are from Gus. Gus the dog sent us these. Supposedly these are his favorite treats. You can tell Dodger likes them. It's a good boy. And sometimes I dip them in water too, just so they're a little bit softer. He's a good dog. You used to have to go on a hike to get treats. Now Echo and I do the hiking. And you get to wait back here for treats. Good boy. And now I'm going to pull out these other packages I got in here. Honestly, have quite a few. I've been the most curious about this package because it feels like a bag of dog food, like a small bag. Oh, okay, I know what this is. I don't know who this is from, but you sent me a bag of pistachios. That's awesome. I love pistachios. Actually, I like all nuts except almonds are my least favorite nut. Okay, now this person didn't leave a note. It just says enjoy your gift. Dang, you guys don't have to leave notes when you send us something. But I always like it when you do, just so I know who to thank. But whoever sent us these pistachios, thank you. This is freaking awesome. Okay, now here's a package. Let's see. I see what it is, actually. This is going to be cool. From Teresa Van Newson. Enjoy your gift. New subscriber in Mesa. Great videos. I enjoy. From Teresa Van Newton. Okay, Teresa. This is insane timing. Seriously. You can see how I got the camera positioned here to show my tires because I wanted to give you guys all an update. You saw in a recent video that I did, we got brand new tires. And these tires are freaking awesome. You know, it's not the most expensive tire, but it's an upgrade as far as like construction goes in these tires that I had on here before, and I'm really digging them. I really, really like them. But I need to keep them protected. And this, Teresa, this is awesome. I'm gonna put these on right now. I'll show you guys what she sent us. Actually, now that I think about it, this side of the truck is not gonna get sun. So I really only need to put 2 on at a time. I like to keep my camp pretty simple. Oh, I didn't put the covers on the trailer. I've been putting those on. I just dumped a couple days ago and I forgot to put them back on. But they take a different size than the truck. I was hoping the trailer ones would fit on the truck, but they don't fit. So trying to keep a simple camp, one of the things that I'm going to do now that I have this whole other step, which is putting these tire covers on, and it's not that big of a deal, but it's an extra step, and you got to take them off when you go. So rather than worrying about putting these on all 4 tires on both of my rigs here, I'm going to try my best to just park in a way where most of the time the sun is just on one side of the trailer and one side of the truck. That way, basically, I only need to put on 2 tire covers on each vehicle, and that'll keep them protected. The other side will be in the shade, at least most of the day. Okay, let's get these on and see how they work. Well, this is such perfect timing because I've only had these tires now for just a few days, so I mean, it's so awesome. I wonder if I can leave them on without attaching them with the little bungees that are on there. I suppose then it could go flying. You can see, like, that's super easy, like that's quick to do. Should I just attach these together? They actually don't reach. You have to attach them to something else. I feel like they would actually stay. Probably if it gets super windy, yeah, then I'm gonna have a problem. And it gets windy out here. I'm just always trying to think of ways that I can make my lifestyle or my lifestyle more simple. So even just things like, oh, maybe I don't have to attach the bungee cord. You know, that saves me 20 or 30 seconds per tire, because you have to reach back there and find something to attach this little plastic thing. And honestly, these plastic things don't seem like they're that strong. So let me know what you guys do. What do you attach this to? There's plenty of stuff back there I can hook it onto, but then to unattach it, I got to fish around and try to find where it was. Are you supposed to just connect it to itself? Because that seems hard to do as well, and I don't think they even reach. So we're going to try that without attaching them. I mean, that's pretty awesome. I mean, that way, basically, like, I'm never going to have sun-damaged tires. Now here on the trailer, I think it's going to be less of a big deal to not do the bungee system, because I always have at least 1 or 2 chocks here on the tires, and so that can kind of jam up the cover, the tire cover, and keep it kind of secure from blowing away. So Teresa, thank you. It's so freaking awesome. Things like that is the kind of thing that, and that's the kind of stuff usually that's on my wish list, is stuff that I'm not sure if I need, or it's too expensive for me to buy. Obviously these aren't that expensive, but it adds a whole other step to how I live, and I was kind of thinking I didn't need them, but having the brand new tires, and the trailer has new tires as well, I mean, that's the best time to start using these, because you're just keeping your tires in the best shape possible. Okay, we got a few more packages to open here. I've been working hard on cleaning out the inside of the truck. So you can see I got 2 jugs of water that I always have, backup water. And then under the seat here is basically tools. I got air compressors for tires. I got 2 of those. Jumper cables. Got a jump start battery, things like that. This solar panel I'm going to be getting rid of. That is my dirty laundry, and there's so much there. That thing probably weighs 40 pounds. Yeah, I bet that weighs 40 pounds. It's basically most of my clothes. I'm probably going to be doing my first trip ever in over 4 years living as a nomad to actually go to a laundromat. I do all my laundry inside the trailer. I have a machine in there, which I've shown in a few of my videos, but I haven't really featured it that much. I'll show you guys in one of my videos how I use that. It takes a lot of water. I have to basically be running the generator to run it. You know, it's not a huge unit. It only does about maybe 8 pieces of clothing at a time, and then it has a spinner so I can spin all my clothes dry. And I keep that in the shower so I can run it in the shower. Every time I take a shower, I have to move the machine out into the hallway. Then I take my shower, then I put the machine back. So it's a little bit awkward in that sense. And it's a little heavy. Like, I think it must weigh 40 something pounds. It's a little bit heavy on the heavy side. I started out just doing my laundry in a bucket, like by hand, but oh man, that sucks. I can do that every once in a while, like if I'm low on underwear or socks, I'll do laundry by hand that way. But to do pants and shirts, it just wasn't feasible for me. I hated it. And I don't want to go into a laundromat just because I got the dog, so it's a little bit difficult. Here in Quartzsite, I think it's going to be fairly easy. So I'm going to probably do that. That's probably what I'll do. It costs money too. And it costs a lot of water here. So there's kind of a trade-off. And then what happens is you fill up your gray tank really quick. It takes about almost 6 gallons to do a load. And then if you want to rinse it, then it takes, another maybe half a gallon or another gallon. And then that all ends up in your gray tank. So your gray tank fills up pretty fast that way. And since I have that many clothes, I'm not going to have enough water or gray tank space to do that many clothes. So in this case, it's going to be easier for me to go to the laundromat. I think we're going to open one more package here, and we'll leave the other 1 or 2 for the next video. If you guys haven't subscribed to the Got Out channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, let us know you're watching. We like to know you're watching. Helps out the channel, and make sure you are subscribed, because then you get notified of all of our videos as they come out. You won't miss a single video that way. It's free, so hit that subscribe button. You guys do not have to send us packages. That option is there because I know people like to do it, and I've done it with channels that I really like before, so I know what that's like. So it's there, and it's so flattering to me. Oh my God, this is awesome! I put this on the wish list for the dogs because I thought they would love to try something new. I don't think they've ever had duck jerky. Dodger is going to go crazy for this. He's going to go crazy. Okay, who sent this? And there's a couple other things here too. Enjoy your gift from Debbie Hersko. Debbie is one of our Patreon members. So Debbie, thank you. You did not have to do this. You're a Patreon member already. So sending duck jerky for Dodger is going to love this. Echo's going to go crazy too. Is, above and beyond. It's super nice. It's so flattering. It's the weirdest thing. Okay. Oh, wow. Dang. You guys, I should show my book collection sometime. Honestly, I don't. Oh, this is freaking sweet. Holy cow. It's like this. I guess I knew there were books like this, but it's like, I feel like this book is written for me. That's crazy. I'm just looking in here. It's okay. I'll show you in a second, but I'll show you my book collection at some point in the future, because I have mostly books like this, like books about birds and nature, and it's mostly for identifying stuff. I'm not really just sitting there reading the books, but if I find something and I want to look it up, then that's what I do. I go to the book and it tells me about it. It shows me a few pictures. You can do that on Wikipedia and stuff like that too. This actually looks like the kind of book I would want to just kind of read through. The Tracker's Handbook. But the first thing I opened to in here was like picture of some animal scat. And actually, now that I think about it, yeah, I saw this scat and I was like, oh, that's a bear. And it is. Brown and black bear scat. So there's actually pictures in here of animal feces. I love it. I freaking love it. See that? Next to a pocket knife. Big old turd. Let's go give Dodger some of these. He deserves it. He's just been sitting around while we were out hiking. Echo's all exhausted. Echo can have one. Okay, Echo. These are from Debbie. She's one of our Patreon members. So she must really love you. What do you think? That's duck. Oh, it's like the perfect texture for Dodger. You like it? Wait, this is duck. Yeah? Dang, they like it. It smells good too. Like, it actually smells really good. It smells like duck soup or something. Like chicken soup. Dang. That is a fat package too.
I'm sitting here eating these pistachios. Guess what my dogs are doing? They're like, we want some. I'm not going to give you guys any. You have plenty of treats. You have plenty more.